Hi everyone, this is Raven from New York speaking from Phoenix, Arizona, and have some really good news today. Okay, here's the deal. Veyo needs drivers. Okay, now the reason that I know this is because one of my connections is actually going to be meeting with the company president about giving us a whole bunch of these rides. Okay, for those of you who are not aware of it, who don't know who Veyo is under the Total Transit Corporation, which is the corporation that is the parent corporation for the old green discount cab. Um, Now, for those of you that don't know, in May of, it's 2020. So I'm going to say in May of 2018, Discount Cab officially closed its doors because Uber put them out of business. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Discount Cab was in business for like 35 years. They're the best company in town, the best drivers in town. And since we've all transitioned over to Uber and Lyft, but in the meantime, when Uber first came out with their app, Discount Cab opened this division called Veyo, Veyo, and put all their medical contracts, or a large percentage of them, on this new app that they developed called Veyo. Okay, Discount Cab had numerous medical contracts. And these medical contracts are with the state of Arizona and all the healthcare providers, as well as some private healthcare providers. And there's a lot of work. It was a good 70 or 80% of Discount Cab's business. Yellow Cab has some of these contracts, and Yellow still exists. And what's the other company? VIP, the turquoise and white cabs. They have some of these contracts, but Total Transit has the majority of them across the entire state. Okay. So, some of you in Phoenix, you may have seen some drivers that have a magnetic sign on their door that says Veyo. That's the company I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. The majority of Veyo's business is daytime business. But there is some work at night. Excuse me. And what's happening is they're not able to cover their calls, and it's a huge, these contracts are huge, and there's major money involved. Okay. And here's the thing. Okay. We know what Uber and Lyft pay. Okay. Veyo pays $1 a mile. Okay. So just so that you guys know that. They pay $1 a mile. And I'm not sure, but I believe actually they calculate the rate on Google Maps, and that's what you get paid. But it basically works out to $1 a mile. So that's better than Uber, and I can tell you from personal knowledge, my friend Jeff, whose company All Star Cab got killed the first year that Uber was in town, was a legend in this city. Out of all the people I know, he's been in the business longest. Out of all the people I know currently now, anyway. And he was a legend because he made more money than any other driver on the street. And it was because the fact of the matter was he worked harder than a lot of us. Plus, he was the guy that was always finding new sweet spots. which pretty much everyone knows about now. But yeah, but Jeff was the master in this business. And Jeff is a divorced single dad. His kids are, I think, 8 and 12 now. And he used to be a night driver and a day driver and a 24/7 driver. And he came to the conclusion that he's pretty much, he's very burnt out. But he got to the point in his life where he was not going to sacrifice anything with his children. And he leases a car from the same friend I do. And he actually could use a night driver. He lives at 35th Avenue in Bethany. So if anybody wants to lease a car night and weekends, and it's convenient for you to pick it up in that neighborhood, let me know, because we might be able to work something out. And believe me, your lease is a smoking deal. So anyway, Jeff decided he wasn't going to sacrifice a minute with his children anymore. So basically, he gets up in the morning, he takes his kids to school, he works till 3 o'clock when he has to go pick them up, and he's done. And he stays home with them all weekend. And he does not drive for Uber and Lyft at all anymore, because for him, it's not worth spending his time when he can make $1 an hour, $1 a mile on another app, okay? So that is what he does. He strictly does Veyo and nothing else. So, yeah, you have it on good word that if you can get rides from them, you're going to be making a little bit better money. Like I said, my connection is having a meeting with Craig Hughes, who is the president of Total Transit, and a couple of other guys that were connected to Discount Cab and that have fleets and so on and so forth. Actually, I don't think they're offering it to any of the other fleet drivers, because my connection is connected because our mechanic happens to have been the old shop manager from Discount Cab. So they're Prius experts, and if you want to know who that is, it's Hybrid City over at 22nd Avenue in Bell. If you own a Prius and need a good mechanic, take it over there. So yeah, Veyo needs drivers. Right now, I do not have a referral code. I have Jeff's referral code flying around somewhere. If I can find it, I might put that up. He could use the money. He's a single dad. He's greatly reduced his hours because, like I said, he does not want to sacrifice a single minute with his kids. If there is any kind of referral bonus, and I know that for a point in time, the company, if you signed up through their link, there was a referral bonus. Right now, I'm not too sure what the status of that is, but I'm thinking by the end of the next week, I might have some referral codes. And I'll know more about that, whether that's an opportunity or not. They're not a big company like Uber. They're a local company. It's not like they need people out recruiting for them, but they need drivers, because there are a couple of Discount Ride and Discount Cab, drivers still floating around, but there's like very few of them. You guys out on the road, you might see one once in a blue moon, because they're not out there anymore. They used to be everywhere, but they're not anymore. So yeah, if you guys want to make $1 a mile, and if you're mostly a day driver, it makes sense for you to get on this app. So I would just go to Veyo.com and sign up. Or if you want to wait until Barrett and PGA are over, while we have the lull before spring training and then sign up then, I should have a referral code or news of what the status and if they're going to be giving new driver bonuses or anything like that. In all honesty, don't count on it, because I don't think it's gonna be that big of a thing. I think at this point, Mr. Hughes is reaching out to people that he knows that were long-term discount drivers to start trying to handle these rides. But there's tons and tons and tons of them, and they will keep you busy. What you do need to know, if you are going to be accepting these kind of rides, if you want to go on this platform, yes, you are going to have entitled riders, boomers actually, entitled boomers. You are going to have some situations, like people trying to convince you to make stops, and in this platform, you do not make stops. Because if they're trying to get you to make stops, they're scamming on you, and they'll tell you anything. You guys all know this. So yeah, again, it's a medical transport. On occasion, you will have somebody with a wheelchair. You will have somebody with a walker. You might have people that are slow getting in and out of the car. You might have people that are obese and don't smell that good. And so on and so forth. But again, it's mostly day work. There's a lot of it, and it pays $1 a mile. So just letting you guys know. And I will try to get a link for a referral code as soon as possible. And right now I can't guarantee that. I'm thinking I may not have that until the end of next week. So I will do an update. But for today, I don't lose anything or win anything. I'm just telling you because I know that, drivers are always looking for any opportunity. So, yeah, if you want to get rides that pay $1 a mile, that are local here in town during the day, go sign up for Veyo. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day.